Well, folks, yesterday I told you I had a 4v4 for you all, and I do. This is going to be a Tomb Kings versus Skaven 4v4, and it is like literally like 4 Skaven versus 4 Tomb Kings. Let's melt my processor and my graphics card and bring you some entertainment. Oh my gosh, this is going to be crazy. It's going to be so much. Look at this Tomb Kings army over here from Duke Mercury, 2 Necrotechs. What? That's crazy. That's going to be ridiculous. Let's see what happens. I love these 4v4s because people, you know, sometimes it's just not as serious. Like you get some more entertaining armies, and if people fail to work together or work together well, it just ends up being entertaining. So first of all, we got to pause it and just take a look at the enormity of the battle here. So we're talking 5,000 and something Skaven up against 3,200 Tomb Kings. This is a pretty big battle. If we look here, we got we got, what is this, Clan Moors? Yeah, so we got Clan Moors with Skaven Slave Spears up front, a couple of Warp Fire Throwers, which ought to be really cool, an Assassin, and then a line of Storm Vermin with Halberds, so pretty infantry heavy. 2 Warp Lightning Cannon and a Plague Claw, another Skaven Slave Spear over here. Leading Clan Moors is Queek, which is awesome, Hell Pit Abomination. And now we got Clan Rictus. Oh my gosh, 2 more Warp Lightning Cannons, Skaven Slaves and Skaven Slave Spears making up the front, Skaven Slave Slingers, Storm Vermin with shields and swords, and then we got the Storm Vermin with halberd, and then we've got Clan Pestilens and another Clan Moors over here. And this Clan Moors has got a Grey Seer of Ruin, but Pestilens is of course Skrulk, so this is pretty awesome. They've done a good job with this. So 2 Rat Ogres, 2 more Warp Lightning Cannons. That is going to be a mess for the Tomb Kings. Warp Fire Throwers, Skaven Slave Spears, Storm Vermin with Halberds, and then the front unit, tons of Skaven Slaves. And they've got an infantry busting army here with the Grey Seer of Ruin, Plague Priest on the Furnaces and the Bells, and a Hell Pit Abomination and a Doom Wheel. That is a nasty army from Clan Moors there. Tomb Kings, I don't know the right names for all these factions yet for the Tomb Kings, but this is Archon's faction. If you all know the name of it, let me know. I know some of them. We got an Arrow Titan, a Necrotect supporting it, a Casket of Souls. Casket of Souls is going to get wrecked by Warp Lightning Cannons, though. It's going to be a joke, comparatively speaking. Archon, of course, like I said, and then he's got a bunch of Crypt Ghouls, which is unique to him. And then here we've got the Skeleton Warriors. This one's, I believe, this one is the Exiles of Nahek, and I'm trying to remember which one of these guys is Khemri. I think these guys are Khemri. If they're led by Settra, then that's Khemri. Yep, Settra the Imperishable, and he's on the Chariot of the Gods. Let's just check out all the other units here. So this one's got to be the something of Libris or whatever. It's led by, yeah, High Queen Khalida. So there's Khalida on her Necro Serpent, 2 Sepulchral Stalkers, and then the main line of Skeleton Warriors, which are just fodder units, and that is a crap load of fodder units. Khemri has got some Skeleton Archer Chariots. There's a Tomb Scorpion here as well. And then we've got some Tomb Guard, Skeleton Warriors, Tomb Guard, a Necro Sphinx, which is the Sphinx of Uskef or whatever. We've got 4 Carrion flying here, another Tomb Scorpion. And then all the way over here for the Exiles of Nahek, they were the ones with the Tomb Guard army and the Necropolis Knights with halberds that you all saw. Let's see how in the world, and of course, we've got Grand Hierophant Katep on his Casket of Souls, which is pretty wacky, folks. Maybe he's the one that can fire while moving. He probably is. Someone told me that one of these things could fire while moving. I think they're full of crap, though, because I don't think you can. I'm not seeing it. Oh, those Warp Lightning Cannons. Let's see what their targets look like. This is going to be a massive clash. Like, all the way across the map. Massive clash. Players are going at each other. Don't really see a ton of camping. The Tomb Kings are going to move in and go for it. And over here, oh, man. These are going to be so many re-dead Crypt Ghouls. Woo! This Skaven army right here is just going to be an infantry slaughtering machine, and the Tomb Kings over here do have this Titan, but he is getting just hammered. Warp Lightning. So let's check all this out. Yeah, the Skaven easily busting right through all the Crypt Ghouls. My computer is dying, melting, but that's okay. Over here we got all the Skaven slaves coming up against the skeletons. Look at the Doom Wheel coming through here. Sepulchral Stalkers, Tomb Scorpion. Woo! those warp fire throwers, and then here's that Necro Sphinx. It should be used against large targets. It would actually be, it probably might as well try and bust through because there's nothing to keep it from getting back there. Look at this. Those warp fire throwers just laying down the pain. Got a nice flank going on over here, but it's going to take a long time to get around this flank. So let's just kind of see how it's going here. Skaven lost a fair number of troops, but not any more than the Tomb Kings, really. So the fight right now is going well for the Skaven, it looks like. Holy cow. Look at these warp fire throwers they got out here on the flank. Excellent positioning. They're mopping up infantry out here. Crypt Ghoul's trying to get to him. The Casket of Souls is getting some fire. That was actually really nice positioning here by the Clan Pestilence. So, well done. Big nasty fight over here. A lot of Tomb Kings blobbed up, going after only a few Skaven, and they are getting hit by a Warp Lightning Cannon as well. So that is definitely a good target for artillery. Clan Moors over here has got their hands full at the moment. And there's a big flank movement that's trying to come in here, but it's slow because it's Tomb Kings. These Necropolis Knights and other units should be really trying to get around to as much of the artillery as possible. Skaven definitely in an advantageous situation. The Tomb Kings are down to almost half of their numbers. Over here we're going to have a Necrotech try and get out here and chase this down. Not a good position for BM. Those Rat Ogres should be able to deal quite easily with them. And then Clan Moors over here with all their large units just destroying this Tomb King's army, which was mostly infantry. So Skaven definitely fought to an easy victory over here. These Tomb Kings not getting their skeleton archers, or their skeleton archer chariots into good use. They could easily destroy these Skaven slave slingers, but they're not charging. There are rat ogres nearby, to be fair. Tretch Craventail moving through here. And then over here we've got Cetra the Imperishable and his Chariot of the Gods. He's got a decent number of kills, and this Necro Sphinx is absolutely owning as well. Khalida is pretty beat up. Let's see, some of the artillery's been silenced back here with some Shabti. Might be a summoned unit because those folks had a ton of skeletons. So let's kind of see. The balance of power is actually pretty evenly spread. Obviously numbers in favor of Skaven here. See, the Titan is getting drawn down. He only got 34 kills. I don't know if that was really worth it. And then Archon the Black here is in a very bad spot. So I'm pretty sure this is the end for Archon. His eternal life ends here. So not quite so eternal. But that Casket of Souls has a opportunity here. If it can get another shot or two off, it could get a ton of kills by firing into this blob. It's going to be chased down by a Skaven Slave Spear. Oh, come on, Casket. Please drop a shot in the middle of this. Make my day. Archon's actually holding on, surprisingly. Yeah, that shot didn't do any good, so missed opportunity there for the Casket of Souls. High Queen Khalida getting shot at here. This Necro Sphinx is knocking Queek all around, but Queek, that's the problem, is he's a ragdoll. You really kind of need a chariot if you're going to try and take down Queek quickly. Queek quickly? Ooh, there's a mouthful. Alright, here we go. Necropolis Knights with Halberds going to finish off a Doom Wheel. Definitely a good engagement there. Tomb Scorpion chasing routing units really needs to probably be somewhere a little more useful because the Tomb Kings are going to need all the help they can get right now. Oh, there's the shot I was waiting for. It's still firing while it was getting attacked. That's brutal.
Retreat! Surrender!
Wow. Is Archon really going to rout all this stuff? Look at that. All that infantry got routed. I mean, it is crap infantry. It's the Casket of Souls, I think. Wow. Archon. Look at him. 98 kills. He's an undead man-beast. He's up against some stiff odds there, too. I mean, these skeleton archer chariots could totally destroy the Skaven Slave Spear with a charge or two and save this Casket of Souls. So a big mistake there. The skeleton chariots are really good when you get a good solid charge and then pull out, rinse and repeat. This Tomb King's army is in pretty good condition over here. The question is whether there's any artillery or other units left to deal with it from the Skaven. Cetra the Imperishable's got 152 kills, but he's got Skrulk up against him now, and he's not enjoying life at the moment. It's going to take... Well, no, Cetra's going to get loose. The Carrion did manage to help save him here. So that's good. Cetra... Ooh, that's not so good. You still got a Warp Lightning Cannon here. And you got some back here as well. They don't have a ton of ammo, but they got ammo. Let's see, is that Necrosphinx still alive? Because that Necrosphinx was a key unit. Let's take a look around. Necrosphinx. I mean, it's kind of a big thing. You would think we wouldn't miss it. Yeah, here it is. It's still pretty healthy. So that Necrosphinx is going to be something the Skaven, you would think, wouldn't be focusing on. There goes the Imperishable. He perished. Yeah, it looks like they are trying to fire at the Necrosphinx. I think it's a solid target. So we got a lot of units sitting around unused, but I mean, honestly, oh look, he's gonna go into a noob box. Katep's got 119 kills. Look at this. Is he gonna go mobile noob box though? I'm not sure a noob box is gonna work well against these Warp Lightning Cannons. They've got a lot of ammo left. Let's just see what happens. Yeah, Katep's got a lot of kills here. There's a lot of Tomb Guard here, and these Tomb Guard are well chevroned. It's just a matter of how much damage the Skaven artillery is going to be able to cause here. And this Necrosphinx really needs to be alive, ideally. It's going after the Hell Pit Abomination here, which is a great target for it. That's exactly what it should be fighting. Ooh. Tomb King's going to use that to try and wipe out the remaining Skaven infantry in there. That might be a good call. It gets some damage done. It actually wasn't very good against the armor on the Storm Vermin, I don't think. Queek Headtaker's still alive. Let's see what this is going to be over here. Is this a plague? Yep. That could end up doing some good damage because the Tomb King's player's just sitting here taking it. Is it doing any good damage? It's actually not that good. I've never seen that spell be super effective. There's Katep's bound vortex spell. Let's kind of see. It looks like it's in favor of the Skaven here. There's only 500 something Tomb Kings left. Artillery is running out of ammo though for the most of the rats are running out of ammo on it. And there are quite a few elite. Well, there were quite a few elite Tomb King units. I don't know how long they're gonna last. Tretch is up here too. Yeah, I don't think the Tomb Kings can pull this off. They've got a lot going against them. But again, I don't know, Necrosphinx? Ooh, no, the Necrosphinx is getting owned now. Too many halberds and stuff. Yeah, it got owned. So it's down. So yeah, that's pretty bad. This Necrotech should have maybe been positioned better to try and help that Sphinx. So I'm pretty sure that this is just a mop-up operation at this point for the Skaven. What's the melee? Oh, wow. When you put Grand Hierophant Katep on here, look at his melee. Ooh, man, it makes him crappy. This Necrotech. Yeah, he's not in a good place right now either. Immortal Life is going to not be anything that he recognizes anytime soon. Tomb Guard's getting a little bit of healing here. But they're getting wrecked. Grief summoned up a Storm Vermin right here. Listen to those bells ring, folks. Let's watch Katep as he tries to finish this fight. Look at Skrulk going crazy over there. Here comes the Storm Vermin. Katep's trying to get away, but that is one crazy looking unit, huh? Yeah, there's nowhere to run, Katep. He's gonna use these Necropolis Knights. Ooh, there's Craven Tail comes back here. Hell Pit Abomination. Yeah, this is the end for the Tomb Kings. So a huge battle, lots of fun. Hope you all enjoyed this one. Big armies, lots of units. I like the plays with the Warp Fire Throwers out on the flanks for the Skaven players. That was nicely done. Good units put out on the flanks, get a lot of damage. And then this infantry busting army was matched up perfectly against the Tomb Kings across from it. So the Tomb Kings needed an anti-large army, which is not always the first choice that people think against the Skaven. But I don't think the Tomb Kings here should have taken for granted the fact that Skaven can completely ruin infantry armies with stuff like this. I'm kind of surprised we didn't see more Shabti, because Skaven don't have a lot of great answers. Maybe that's why I saw so many Storm Vermin with halberds. Maybe they kind of expected a lot of Ushabti. It's hard to say. Definitely hard to say, I guess, in that case. But definitely appreciate this being sent in. Mr. Puggington here sent it in, so thank you, man. And thanks to Cat Trickery, Angatarama, Dutch Gamer, Duke Mercury, Akaba the Creep, Smeg, and Bogue here. Thanks for sending it in, guys. I enjoyed the replay. Let's take a look at some of the stats. So Puggington got some good performance out of the cannons and the Doom Wheels, and Tretch did pretty well. Cat Trickery here. Rat Ogres had a good performance. Not a lot of kills on these Warp Fire Throwers, but he did get a good flank maneuver with them and caused a lot of damage. If we look here, not a ton of kills for the Clan Moors, but I mean, these were the guys on the bells and stuff, and you saw how bad they were wrecking up a lot of infantry. So kills aside, these guys got some serious work done by busting through some of the armies. Dutch Gamer, Plague Claw Catapult did great. Duke Mercury, I mean, he got a lot of kills. I mean, for how small his army was, this guy got a lot of kills, but there were just too many Skaven. Too many Skaven. I think the 2 Necrotechs may have been a bit overkill here, but I mean, like I said, fantastic kills. Just, yeah, not enough when you're up against that many. I think the Skeleton Chariots were misused here. They can be very good at crushing Skaven infantry on the charge, and I mean really good. I'm just not sure that they got to meet their full potential in that regard. And then Smeg here, I mean, some of these Crypt Ghouls definitely got some kills. Casket got some kills. Archon did way better than I thought he would have in that blob. And if we look over here, the Sphinx, 100 kills, but it was mostly used against infantry, which really isn't its specialty. It should be an anti-large unit. So definitely something, and this Tomb Scorpion did okay right there too. But again, thank you to all players. Appreciate MSI sponsoring the channel. Appreciate you. I've gotten a ton of views this week and a lot of support for the launch of the Tomb Kings. You guys are fantastic, and I really hope that I've done a good job of trying to give you a lot of content. I've tried hard to do it, and I hope you enjoy it. HeirofCarthage signing out for now. I will see you soon.